The frequency table below shows how many students identify each of the states as their favorite state. What percentage of the students surveyed identified Arizona as their favorite state? There's the table, let's go. All right, percents cause some people trouble, but a simple way to deal with a lot of percent situations is this idea of percent is equal to the part divided by the whole. I'll give you a simple example of what I mean. I used to mess with my mom when I'd come home from school and she'd be like, hey, how'd your history test go today? And I'd be like, oh, Mom, I got a 63. And she'd be like, giving me this look like, oh no, you got a 63. And then I'd say, out of 64, right? And the joke was, well, 63 as a percent sounds not so great, but 63 is the part, out of 64 is the whole. Let me see real quickly what that would be. 63 divided by 64 would be like a 98%. That's actually really good, right? So my point is, you have to know the part, you have to know the whole to figure out the percent in a context like this. Just like a school grade, you find out how many you got right, that's the part, divided by how many the whole was, which how many questions or points there were in total on that test. In our case, we're talking about the percent that identified Arizona as their favorite state. Well, real simply then, the part in this case is going to be the 28 from the table, because 28 students, that's how to interpret this information, 28 students liked Arizona as their favorite state. Well, what's the whole? The whole would be the sum of all of these values together. And if we add those up in our calculator real quickly, you're going to get 150 for the total. So there's 150 people in total that were surveyed. So we've got 28 students individually out of 150 total. If I do that division now, we're going to get our percent. So 28 divided by 150 in my calculator, again, use yours as well. You're going to get this as 0.1866666, etc. So 1.8 with a 6 that repeats forever. All right, so how do we convert that to a percent? Now remember, a decimal, to convert that into a percent, you got to move the decimal 2 places over to the right. It's always moving 2 places with percents and decimals. So I've got 0.186. I can move this 2 spots to the right, coming right after the 18. So this is 18.6 repeating percent now. And if I look through my answers carefully, while it's not written quite that same way, what they're doing is they're rounding the next 6 to a 7 because of the 6 after it. We can see that C is our right answer. We've got 18.67% of the students like Arizona. If you got C, great thinking.